Everyone has two lives. The second one begins when you realize you only have one. These wise words come from my guest, O'Neill Hampton of the O'Neill Hampton Wellness Foundation and former contestant on the 2010 season of The Biggest Loser, which you did along with your daughter, Sunshine. Thank you so much for being my guest. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
I love it. I love spreading the word. I love talking to people about my experience and about how I came from A to B and what those things encompass. So no, thank you for having me.
And it's a long journey for a lot of people. So let's talk about health. That's how you and I connect.
Yes.
And so I'm very passionate about people's health, and so are you, as a result of being on The Biggest Loser. So we have a picture of you at the start of The Biggest Loser. And you were 420 pounds at that point.
420 pounds,
And so what led up to that particular registration? And then let's talk about how you got on Biggest Loser.
Absolutely. Well, how did I get to 420 pounds? I wish I knew. I wouldn't have gotten there. But what happened was I got out of the military and I was a good, 230, 235. Nice. I said to myself, I'll never get to 275. When I got to 275, I said, I'll never get to 300. I kept moving that line back in the sand till one day I literally walked past a mirror and boom, I was 420 pounds. I thought, well, how did I get here? I mean, honestly, how did I get here? I didn't know. I kept moving that line back, knowing myself that I was doing things wrong that was equating to that. I'll look in the mirror and say, oh, I'm not that big. I'm just big boned. Bones don't jiggle. I was doing a lot of jiggling, and that's the difference. But in my mind, I knew that I had to make a difference, I had to make a change in it. And that's how I got there, just totally ignoring all the symptoms and everything that brought me to 420 pounds.
And then now we've got a picture of you and Sunshine. Now the two of you are signing up as a father-daughter team. How did that come about?
Well, actually, Sunshine signed us up in Arizona. I was working for the Postal Service. I was the station manager. And she applied for the Postal Service and she didn't get in. So she said, Dad, I'm gonna go down to Arizona. And I was like, really? She said, yeah, I'm gonna go down there. She went down there. Her cousin said, Sunshine, what reality show you like? She said, well, I like Survivor and The Biggest Loser. She said, oh yeah, you need to be on The Biggest Loser. Thanks a lot, But that was a reality, that's a reality. So she went and auditioned in Arizona, and that's how we got on.
Wow. Okay, so now you and Sunshine, where did you go, California?
Yes, they film it in Calabasas, California. It's 9 months. It's 9 months of filming, but it aired from January 2010 till May. But they started filming in September.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 9 months on Calabasas. I mean, it's on this exclusive, huge ranch. And Calabasas, as you know, that's where Jay Leno, the Kardashian, Will Smith, it's an exclusive area. And it's really, really nice. So.
Okay, well, so tell us behind the scenes, because we only see a little bit of what really goes on. And it seems quite dramatic. Are they pushing you as hard as it seems like they're pushing you?
They are. What they're trying to do is to get us to do what we couldn't do for ourselves. That's really what they're trying to get us to do. And what people don't see, the whole gym is lined with doctors, defibrillators, nurses, ambulance. People don't see that, but that's what it is, especially when you first start out. They have a huge people there for service, to help you in case something happens. But as you goes on, fewer people, and fewer people. Then next thing you know is one trainer and no one's there, because now, you're in the rhythm and you're losing weight and you're getting healthy again. But at first, it's lined up with, that first day we did that bike challenge, oh yeah, it was ambulance there, it was a medical,
Because we saw, week after week, it was challenge after physical challenge, and then, eating right.
Eating right, and see, and that's what I wish they concentrated more on, because we worked out 6 to 8 hours in the gym every day, 6 to 8 hours, depending on what the filming schedule was. But what they didn't show is we had a nutritionist there. We had to see a nutritionist every day. Gave us a plan. They gave us a big toolbox, and they taught us how to use every tool in that box. And then, so when we go home, we can do it. Now, does people say, oh yeah, they mess up your metabolism, this and that? Yeah, that's true, but we're taught how to eat healthy. And that's exactly it. So it's really The nutritionist is wonderful. She, you know, yeah, she taught us everything we need to do. And I wish they emphasized that more, because you can always out-eat a workout. You can work out for 2 hours and go out and eat that workout in 3 minutes, you know, and you know, you just nullified everything you worked hard for. So yeah.
So when you think about what you were learning as far as the food control and portion, how different was that from what you had before versus what you were learning and now what you do, right?
Yeah, good question, excellent question. Here's what we did before, during, and after, as you were referring to. Before, it wasn't. I mean, I was eating all the wrong things at the wrong time, and it wasn't good. She taught us how to you know, rotate the carbs, how to eat right, how to, you know, front load the carbs, get rid of the carbs. And that's how we do it. And how I do now, I took a little bit of everything. Now, do I just eat twigs and nuts and fruits all the time? No, I don't. I enjoy a piece of pie, a piece of cake, and you know, that's reality. You know, especially this time of year doing graduations, weddings, you know, you have that. But I pay for it the next day in the gym, or the next day on my new stuff. I pay for it. I mean, I really, really work hard. And that's how you exchange that. You cannot just, you know, gorge yourself with all the unhealthy stuff and think that tomorrow's going to be, you know, next day, and you continue to do that. That's what I was doing before. I wasn't reading labels, wasn't looking at the content of the sugar, of any of that. I wasn't doing that. Now I do that. Now I pay close attention to labels, and I read them very well.
And so we also have a final picture of you from there. And wow, did you even recognize yourself?
You know what, can I tell you a quick story about that? When on the ranch, it's no mirrors. You only got a hygiene mirror where you can shave and brush your teeth and do all that. It's no full-length mirror. They don't want you to see your body. I mean, every once in a while when we walk into a challenge and walk into the gym, you'll see a reflection in the car. That's no good, because it makes you that short and that wide. So you don't you don't want to see that. So anyway, when I first got off The Biggest Loser, I was in the airport and I was walking by, and for the first time after about 6 or 7 months, I seen myself. The last time I seen myself, I was 420 pounds. I walked by and I said, God, he got a shirt on like me, and I didn't recognize myself. I stopped, I started bawling like a baby. That's the first time I seen myself that small in about 20 years. And the TSA, are you all right, sir? What's wrong with you? I said, no. You know, I was crying. It was happy, it was joy. I couldn't believe it. And that's the thing. It took a while for me to lose the weight mentally. I lost it physically. I had to lose it mentally. When I go to shop at stores, I was still going in the big and tall men section. And I'll go in there, I say, I'm looking for clothes. He said, who are you looking for, your kid, your son or something? I said, no, for me. And he'll look at me like, oh, what do you know? I didn't get it up here. I got it physically. I lost the weight. I'm almost embarrassed to say this. I went from a 6X, that's what the shirt, the size shirt I was, 6X down to a 2X, you know, 1X. And that was the difference. Wow. Yeah. So.
Because when I see, especially when I see the two of you side by side, you are such a sweet-looking couple. It is so nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. Sunshine, that's my daughter, Sunshine Hampton. That's her real name. I feel so sorry for growing up. People say, oh, your mom and dad hippies, because your name is Sunshine. But Sunshine, she got us on the show. And here's the thing. God, it gets me. Sunshine was 26 years old when she got on the show. 26 years before that, we brought her into this world. 26 years later, she saved my life by getting me on that show. Because strokes and heart attacks run rapid in my family. And I was on that slippery slope of doing the same thing. And Sunshine really did.
Oh, I love this. Thank you so much for sharing.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
But Sunshine really did that.
Yeah.
She really got us on the show, and now I'm healthy, and that's why I started the foundation. I started that foundation because I was blessed. I can't sit on that blessing. I had to cascade that out. That's why I help people. That's why I do it, because I was helped at the right time. And that's why I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission now to help as many people as possibly want to be helped. You hear what I said, as many people that want to be helped, not as many people as I can help, because you have to want it, just like we did. And that's the difference in the two.
Yeah, tell me about that. A lot of people complain about their weight.
Yes.
But then there's a lot of excuses as to why they don't do something about their weight.
Exactly it, Diana. And that's exactly what they do. They'll complain. They'll say, well, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and this. And here's what I say, you gotta have the skill and the will in equal measure. A lot of people have the will, well, I'm gonna lose weight. Well, how you gonna do it? I don't know. Or the people that know verbatim how they're gonna do it. Well, when you gonna start? I don't know. So you gotta have the skill and will in equal measure. That's the first thing you have to do. And then you have to have a plan, and you have to have an action. A lot of people have a dream to do it, but the dream without a plan is strictly an illusion. That's all it is. That's an illusion. You had a nightmare, had a dream, but until you actually act on that, that's when you're gonna make a change. And I have a saying that I use. I call what I have the 18-inch rule. It is exactly, a medical fact, it is exactly 18 inches from your heart to your brain. Until you connect the two, you spin in a circle. You have to connect that 18 inches from your heart to your brain to make a major change in your life, no matter what it is, and it's never too late. It's never too late to make a positive change in your life, no matter what's going on with it. I can guarantee you that. Yeah,
because I know a lot of people, this is pretty much geared for those 50 and above, right? And so, and I've heard people tell me, oh, it's too late for me.
No. Diane, I had both my knees replaced, double knee replacement. 4 months ago, I had my right hip replaced, and I'm still going at it. So no, still with me having bad knees and bad hips, I was a paratrooper. For you jumped out of a plane for years, I was a paratrooper, and the toll it took on my body. Now we get our age, and that catches up with you. I was walking, I was wobbling, my knees were bad, but yet I was still working out. No, it's never too late. You have to have that comfort level. Well, first you have to seek medical attention, so you see your doctor, and then follow that plan. Be inspired to make a change. I mean, I'm not talking about the longevity of your life. We don't know that. But the quality of your life. And that's what makes a big difference. I want you to have a quality life, or however long that life is. And that's the difference, yeah.
Now, at the time you entered the Loser, were you a type 2 diabetic, or were you on the borderline?
Oh my God. I was taking 8 to 10 different medicines. I had type 2 diabetes, I had hypertension, high cholesterol. I had a litany of diseases. Right now, today, I'm not taking anything.
Wow, congratulations.
Yes,
Give me a high five on that one.
And that's true. I mean, I was taking a litany of medicines. And that's what I mean, it's not too late to change. Now, that's a type 2 diabetes. You can beat type 2 with exercise and proper nutrition. You can beat that. Type 1 is different, but type 2 diabetes, yes, you can come back. You can walk backwards from that. And that's what I did. Yes, I was taking 8 to 10 different medicines. And I'm the only person that's probably not happy about this is the pharmaceutical companies, but I'm happy because of my quality of life. And you know how that goes. It says, yes, you can take this, but side effects is this, this, and this. Take this, but side effect, this, and this. Now, I'm not saying if you have to take it, please take it, because that's making you stick around. But please try to do something to alleviate some of those medicines that we're taking. And you do it through proper exercise, proper nutrition, and proper rest. And those are 3 things that can make a huge difference in your life, your quality of life.
And I know you're ambassador for the Heart Association and the Diabetes Association. You've spoken to many groups around the state of Minnesota and nationally for that matter. But now you are an ambassador for New Step, which is a recumbent bike configuration.
Yes, it's a recumbent cross trainer. It's, oh my God, New Step literally helped me on the ranch and they helped me off the ranch. New Step, right? That's what I work out right now. When you see my blogs and when you see my posts on my Facebook page, it's with me sweating. I mean, I get my heart rate up, I sustain it at that level, keep it up while I exercise.
And you're dripping when you get done, I tell you that.
Oh my goodness.
I know when you've had a good exercise because I see the picture.
Oh my goodness, I sweat and I love it. I love it. It's such a good thing. And right now, I have one in my home in the basement, and it's cooler there, and I'm still drenched in sweat. But that's what I do. New Step, it's a all-inclusive cross-trainer recumbent, and I love it. It's Wonderful machine. They're out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. And yes.
Yeah, and I went online to look at the company, and so they've got theirs based for people who are recovering from knee surgery,
Yep.
right? And so, and those maybe who aren't able to be as physically fit and out starting a program.
Exactly it, and that's exactly what it is. It's in practically every rehab facility in the United States. They're there, and that's what they do, rehab. In fact, the guy, Dick Starnes, who invented it, he invented the first heart-lung transplant machine. And then that's where he transferred that. Said, well, they need something to work out when they get through. And that's where it went from there, yeah.
So what advice do you have to people who are watching you right now and they're going, oh, I don't know, O'Neal, I don't know if I can do this?
Here's my advice. Here's my advice I have to anyone. Please, don't try to take, to leap a tall building in single bound. No, don't try to do that. Try to walk around 1 block one day, 2 blocks the next day. Take the small methodical step that's going to make the big change in your life. And that's all you need to do. And just try. Get up, try. Before you go to bed, do something that'll make a positive change in your life. And I promise it's never too late to make a big change in life. Never too late. Take the small steps. And if you like, you can get a hold of me with the information.
Okay, well, so how do we get a hold of you?
Yep, you can send me an email. It's o'nealhamptonjr@gmail.com. o'nealhamptonjr@gmail.com.